to another episode of
Insert title here. Maybe
that noise you hear in the back. Yes, that is
a dog. Actually, true. We need to get rid of the dog.
A dog dying in the back.
Also, here's the good news: is that this test is going to stay hidden in the archives.
No, it's
until
going to
the
be
day
good.
maybe someone cares.
Everyone's going to care.
Okay, I'm going to quickly test my mic levels. The fact that I'm choosing to test out podcasting, which is completely talking based, when I can't talk.
It's okay, it's just a test.
This is garbage. Okay, so this is me testing my mic levels. Sing us a ditty. I'm using this to test editing, and I'm coughing so much that I'm going to have so much to edit out.
I hope you don't. I hope our future fans will just understand that sometimes you get sick.
I'm going to keep this recording and surprise you with it on your deathbed.
It's like when?
Tomorrow.
I can't wait for my tomorrow surprise.
I'm just going to edit it and send it to you like you even.
Oh my gosh, what are you doing tomorrow, by the way?
Don't you work? Why are you asking me that?
Tomorrow night.
Not a thing.
Oh, I'm going to watch The Bachelor if you're interested. It premieres.
Oh, I'll come over and do that. Is this slowly turning into a Bachelor podcast? Immediately.
We all of a sudden. So Peter
Welcome.
Weber, he's the new Bachelor. Do you remember
Welcome.
him from Hannah B's season?
Welcome to the podcast called Girl Who Watches The Bachelor and Girl Who Doesn't.
No,
This is where we
welcome to the
figure out
podcast
what
called
happened.
I have Makael have watched the first episode of each Bachelor or Bachelorette with me, and then she doesn't come back over.
She gives up.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good podcast.
But the first episode's really always good. And
Here's
you
our
enjoy
next.
it.
Here's our next podcast venture. It's called I Don't Watch That and You Do, and I come over and you have to explain to me what happened, and then people who watch the episode for real hate you. Okay, so what our setup looks like right now is we're drinking tea, which I don't know. I kind of like this. Maybe this will become like the thing.
No, I think it's really cute because you get a chance to like bring out your fancy teaware.
I've had these for solidly 4 years. This is the first time I'm using them.
It makes me really want to have it like makes me feel more dignified or something.
Pick you up. So we're drinking tea and we're gonna play a game.
I love yams.
We love games, and I figure. Again, I'm only explaining this in case this ever makes it out of archives, but
This is gonna make it. This is gonna.
We're gonna assume it's gonna make it out of archives at some point on your deathbed.
When I'm dying, this is gonna go viral.
So we're gonna play a game called the voting game because we know a lot about each other by now.
I hope.
Which means that we can play this game and pick who these things apply to, me or her. So really all that this is me a way to practice editing and using these mics.
This is a way for her to practice editing and get control of her mic volume.
Better yet, how about I just don't talk at all the whole time and you just talk for me?
I know nothing about this game, so.
Okay, so let me explain it to you for our listeners. The voting game is where you pick a card. No, well, you play it usually with a group of people. And normally you would read the card, and then whoever this applies to, you assign it. Like, you face down, hand it to them. Not to them, but, like, all to one person.
So instead we're picking between me. Okay.
So, to give you an example, disclaimer, the whole point of this game is it's an adult party game. So some of these are kind of dirty.
Okay.
Maybe. This one's not. It just has a bad word in it. Who has the biggest stick up their ass? So, for example, we would have to say who.
Truly, I think we have sticks up our asses about different things.
Different things. Absolutely. That's 100% the right answer. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to use this to test mics and volume and
But we can't
editing.
continue to be nice to each other. We kind of have to get cutthroat at some point.
We have to be... Listen, nothing is going to break up this union at this point. We can be...
At this point, I think we've made it.
We can be honesty as policy.
Enough. Yes. Unless you murdered my family, we good. Makael, don't.
Okay, so that's what we're doing.
Okay.
I'm going to hand you a stack so that way we can just, like, alternate. And you also have the liberty to skip. Like, if you don't like one, if it's just stupid, then skip away.
Okay, should we start? So weird.
Did you get a good one or a bad one?
Yeah, but It says, who tries really hard to hide their racism?
We got immediately real. There was no buffer. That was not like, who watches Friends? It's like...
Makael would totally be a Monica.
Who's racist? We can say neither also. It's so
Like,
not
maybe,
fun, but we
like-
can say neither.
But I wouldn't like to say that I'm racist. Okay, yeah, we have to say neither.
Some of these are neither. Damn.
Okay, let's start over. And this one, it's like, if we're picking between me and you, this, like, I guess doesn't work.
God, we're not going to get through any of this. This is a waste of time.
It is. We just had to pick. Who would you want to be in front of you in a human centipede-like chain? Like,
wait, here, maybe
me, my own self. Maybe, I know where my ass has been.
Maybe the order can be like of this one. Like, what should the order be? Like, one of us has to take it, and one of us gets a free pass.
But wait, is someone like the head of the human centipede?
It's a 2 centipede. It's only me. It's only me and you. So that means like
I feel like I would get the ass.
We have to debate.
Truly, I mean, I'm just willing to fold. I have no spine.
You want to hear my justification on why?
You have to lead.
One, there's 2 reasons. One,
oh God,
you get my butt because you're more adventurous with your foods. 2, if we were being held hostage in this situation, I just have a silver tongue and I think I could talk us out.
You could talk us out so much more.
Who turned something they were planning to eat into a sex toy? Laurel, moving on.
Probably.
I don't have a reason.
I'm not going to argue. I don't either, but...
You're creative.
I'm sure.
This is just a testament to your creativity.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's my turn?
Yep.
Who are you most likely to find at a blackjack table on Christmas Day? So stupid. Like...
Neither.
Like
EJ and Bo together,
yeah.
They're away from us. Wait, perfect scenario. They go on Christmas Day together. They leave us, which is the ultimate Christmas gift.
The ultimate gift is they go and do something that's like gambling or football related or something stupid,
and we don't have to
we
go.
get to just do this and drink tea and make cartoon dolls.
That's a solid argument.
I know.
So them. The answer's them.
So them. And you guys all know EJ and Bo. And we know how much you know them.
You know them like the back of your hands. Oh, it's your turn.
Who would you try to pay for sex in spare change? Who would you try to pay for sex in spare change?
Wait, who would I try to? Or who would pay for sex in spare change? Let's do it that way. That doesn't make sense.
No, it makes sense the way you said it because that's how it's written. I just didn't read it right.
Oh, okay.
Who would try to pay for sex in spare change?
You. You wanna know why? Because you would be able to find so much spare change in your car.
It's absolutely accurate. And I cleaned out my room and I found probably $90 in
it's you.
Coins. But like, I think I just like shoved it in a drawer.
Yeah.
All different drawers.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's your bank.
I mean, and I just am pining for paid sex too. Mm-hmm. God, like it's a thing.
Mm-hmm. We're at the same time going to answer this because it's the most obvious answer. This is the easiest one we'll do all day.
Okay.
Who would text the group a photo of their own impressively large turd? 1, 2, 3, Laurel. And why? Because I think you've done it.
Probably.
I think you've done it.
Probably. Who would kill themselves to save the rest of this group?
This group. I would kill myself to save you.
Oh, cool. That's okay. Makael.
Laurel, Makael. No, I'm saying, like, I think it's like, would you take a bullet for this person? Our group is small right now. Our group is me and you. Okay, so would I take a bullet for you? Yes. Would you take a bullet for me? I believe that.
I was going to say just you.
She's like, actually, no.
Totally kidding. We got each other's backs. It's the truth.
It's the truth. So, good.
So, both.
We had to just tweak some of these.
Who will become the unashamed, constantly naked old person in the locker room? 1, 2, 3, me.
Laurel. Yep. In fact,
probably
she's naked a lot now, not even in locker rooms. She's in like other people's houses.
They just all come off.
Who thinks their phone is more interesting than any of us are? I mean, we talk about this a lot where it's like, well, for me, I have to be on my phone a lot, and I don't really want, I mean, I want to because I am, but like, I think everyone thinks that I'm like addicted to my phone, but I sincerely believe I'd be on my phone a lot less if I didn't have to be for work.
See, for me though, I think I'm like truly like I'm not proud of it, nor am I like happy about it, but I think I'm truly addicted to social media.
Okay.
So like I'll throw myself under the bus for that one.
Okay.
Yeah, you suck, and my phone's better.
You're a bore.
You're such a bore, and my phone is interesting.
Who most frequently needs to throw away their underwear?
Probably me.
Only because I feel like you have.
Oh, absolutely I have. Thrown away my panties?
Yeah.
Multiple reasons.
Yeah.
And we won't get into them.
Honestly, though, it's a good thing. Swap them out every now and then.
The thing is like, what am I going to go around wearing like super stained panties?
Listen, we obviously have life down to a T, right? Would you say we're pros at living?
I would say.
Well, I would say, clearly, we have a lot of advice to give because we're pros. One of the advices that I'll give is throw away your underwear sometimes and buy new ones. It makes you feel good.
It makes you feel good to have a fresh new set of panties. Who would intentionally make their form of birth control ineffective?
You.
You think?
Yeah. Because I've been married for almost 5 years. I've been purposely putting it off, and you have baby fever a lot right now.
You're right. I keep contemplating taking out my IUD.
I know. You have baby fever, and I've purposely, not done it for 4 years, so I think it's you. I would vote you.
Okay. That, opened up my mind because I was about to say you. Because
I mean,
you want one.
No, I do, for sure.
And you can lie to EJ.
Yeah. I'm we've been married for 5 years, and I'm still, secretly poking holes. Who's going to get hotter with age? 100% you.
Why?
Because your mom.
Your mom looks great.
No, I know, she does, but your mom is just she's just hot. The difference is my mom looks really good for her age. I tell her all the time she aged better than when I was born. She looks better now. But your mom is she's hot.
She's a hot thing. I can only hope.
I think it's gonna be you.
I'm much bigger than her even right now.
It doesn't matter. I think it's gonna be you for sure.
I hope.
For sure.
Well, there's some tea, literally.
And that's
in my cup.
The tea. Gross, the nastiest.
And I got no tea in my mouth.
No, I hope these are ASMR mics and pick up every bit of. Hold on. Let's see. Ready?
We both choked. Okay.
I think you're up.
Honestly, I think this is quality podcasting. I think people want to know.
I think we might only send it to our 2 fans, meaning our friends, and that's the only people that will like this.
Probably
Ashley.
And Ashley.
Yeah.
The only.
Shout out Kelsey and Ashley for being our only fans.
You guys.
Listen, Ashley since day one. Thank you for being a day one fan.
Always been a day one fan. You appreciate.
Yeah.
You show up.
You do. Consistently show up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. See you later.
I'm skipping this one, but I have to read it to you anyway. Who's DTF right now? 1, 2, 3, none.
0%.
Neither of
DTF right now?
Neither.
Literally these are all up in a prison
These
cell.
are all who's the most desperate to get laid? I'm just do you know who you're playing this with?
The voting game, do you know who you made this for?
Yeah, do you know? Oh, who has spent the most time investigating conspiracy theories? Ooh, I don't know, because genuinely both.
Genuinely, we both love that kind of shit.
I don't know.
Probably have a little more time on your hands to
do it. Yep. But I think this is solidly both.
But it's solidly something that we'd be both genuinely interested in, and all I do is research about topics when I'm bored.
Mm-hmm. I think both for sure.
Yeah. This one is definitely another bother because it's just real. Who killed their Sims on purpose? Both of us. Gotta see that.
Both of us
Reaper
for
show
sure.
up at the pool.
You gotta put them in the pool. Take away the ladder. There's so many methods. Tried and true is always build a pool, put them in the pool, take away the ladder. They die.
They just swim and swim and swim until
swim
and they
forever.
are gaining so much experience points, but
then too much experience. Listen,
too much experience kills a Sim.
Method number 2. You put them in a room. You put an oven in the room. You have them cook something before they have cooking skills.
And you do not add a fire alarm.
No.
You can't.
No fire alarm. You start the fire.
Remove the door.
Remove the door.
Do you want to know how to play The Sims?
I feel like there's other good ones, but those 2 were always my go.
Those are the go-tos.
Uh-huh. Pool, fire.
It was always, I would always, and then they would just grieve for days and
their
days.
kids.
And you put their urn somewhere. It's just weird.
So also, I feel like anybody who played The Sims did that.
For people sure. It's a thing. People listening to this would be like,
people can play this card and then be like, oh my gosh, you psychopath. They could do that. But if you play The Sims, you did.
We don't like that.
We don't hate girls like that because we know that you did it.
I think they're very random.
We know that you did it.
We know you did it.
But the thing is if you genuinely, there are people in this world, I don't know how, there are genuine people in this world who never played Sims. So to them, if we sound crazy, just know we're not, because every person you know that did play it did the same thing.
This is so dumb.
Okay, so this has levels to it. Who has pretended to be drunk at least once in their life? Absolutely me.
Yeah. No,
you too, you think?
Yeah.
Here's why, and you know this, because I don't often bees.
You don't bees.
I don't bees.
You don't.
So sometimes to get people off my back, I gotta act a little loose. Just to shut them up. You know, everyone to me is just always
well, I want you to have fun. Remember that one time we went to San Marcos, and it's just I think I've done it too, just to at parties or whatever, to kind of maybe not be the person standing in the corner.
What sucks about it, here, let's get deep for a minute. What sucks about it is I just genuinely feel and I've said this 1,000 times, I just genuinely feel like I am a person who just doesn't need it. I am okay with being the mom of the group. But the thing is people put so much pressure on it that it, I end up getting annoying, and it's just in my DNA to not want to do things that people tell me to do.
Yeah.
So it actually makes it worse when you're on my ass about it. I'm oh, wait.
one time we played a game at Makael's birthday, and she had like all these facts about her friends, and one of the facts was about me, and I knew it, like we had to guess who they were about, but she knew which friend they were about, but we had to guess like
It was like bingo for friends.
Yeah, and one of the questions was who has she seen naked the most? Like who had seen each other naked the most? And I was like, well, that's 100% me, and the answer was correct. It was me. And this one, I can't say that I've seen you naked as of recent.
No, and I think it's just a you-ism. Like, I don't think that... I think I'm going to always, like, feel that way about you. I don't think it's going to be yours. It's just, you just get naked a lot.
Right. But I also think that I've seen you naked so many times. Maybe it's just because I have your boobs embedded into my brain.
Thank God.
But it says that whose bush most closely resembles actual vegetation.
Both of them.
I would say, I know for me, you like commented on my happy trail yesterday. It's fine.
Vegetation. The fact that that was
farm.
Who has a serious case of resting bitch face? I think it's me.
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah, I think it's me. I think that I'm not like as warmly welcoming to new people immediately like you are.
I could see that. Not in a bad way. You're just different.
I think I'm just real picky about people.
At this point in life, you're allowed to be.
Yeah, so I think it shows on my face probably.
This one we can both relate to just so strongly. Mm-hmm. Who has had a hooker refuse them?
Me.
I know.
Damn.
I knew it was you.
Man.
Okay, put that card down. Continue.
Some of these I'm like, who are you playing this game with actually?
Truly, is it like a thing that people do a lot? I guess.
The Village Drunk, I guess, is playing.
Perhaps. I mean, I know men are disgusting, but okay.
It's like this game is geared towards only frat daddies.
Hooker is not acceptable.
Not anymore.
And we would call that a
sex worker.
Who makes their significant other shower before having sex? Me. Sometimes. Most of the time. Not really, kind of.
I don't make him, so I guess you. I
would just prefer it.
Yeah.
And like I don't know.
Do you ask for that?
I don't make it, but
you
like,
say, okay,
but sometimes I'm like, if we've just been out during the day, like...
Speaking of.
Uh-oh.
He heard.
He
Hello? Here's a question. Would you say that you feel like I make you shower before we have sex, yes or no?
That you make, that I have to shower before we do that.
Yeah, do I make you, or do you just choose to? You do it a lot. Is that pressure put on by me or yourself?
I mean, if I know I'm stinky, then I'll take a shower. But if I'm like, if it's been like, a couple hours and then we do that, but that's the thing is like we never really do it unless it's like we're going to bed or like other things. It's not like in the middle of the day sporadic where I'm like already showered.
But the good thing is he has that self-awareness that he knows when he should.
Listen, he's very self-aware, and I will say this above all else, that he's the cleanest man I've ever known. Thank God. Okay. I paused that after his answer.
Okay. Are we back on?
Back on.
Okay.
Who will have the most attractive offspring?
Oh.
Damn.
Here's the thing. I'm going to say y'all's because I know what y'all's baby will look like. I just know. Like, I'm prepared. With me and Bo, it could go any sort of way.
Listen, that's the thing is I think both of our kids are going to be really cute, but for really different reasons.
Yes.
Like, a lot of people say that EJ and I's kids are going to be cute because they think we look alike. Like, people think that EJ and I look alike.
Kids are going to
so that's why they can, like, see it. Whereas, like, same thing. But the thing about y'all's kids are, you were a really cute kid. Like, when I've seen pictures of you. And then Bo has a baby face as an adult.
Bo
so the
kid's
kid's got to be cute. Yeah.
The kid's going to have a baby face regardless.
Right. So then it's cute.
So that's going to be cute, I guess. Because I don't think any of us... either of us have very harsh features.
No, I don't think so either.
But I can just already see your child in my brain.
And it's
cute. It's like a cute.
Good. There's so many cards in here about race.
It's really weird. I don't like that.
First one, and then there's another one that I passed up that was like, who would secretly be disappointed if their baby came home a different race? And then this one is, who wishes they were a different race? Who would make the best groupie? You.
Me. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. From your like band kid phase. Like you just like were a fan of so many bands and that you would have been you.
Literally though, truly did hang out tried to hang out backstage as like a 15-year-old. Which
Yeah,
in my mind, why did I think I was going to get with these 30-year-olds?
I don't know. I hung out with a band that I'm a fan of with my husband.
Oh,
so
yeah.
not me.
I thought you were going to say literally your husband's band. So dumb.
That's funny. No, we've hung out with a band that we like and went to concert with. However, I was not a good groupie because I was with my husband doing that.
Yeah, well, if he gave you permission, I bet he would watch.
I asked him, I literally asked that question too. I said,
he loves them so much.
Yeah, he loves them. I said, listen, if they proposed that, what would you say?
And then he said, maybe.
He said, shut the fuck up, Makael. Stop asking me these stupid hypotheticals.
So dumb.
I don't know. I don't remember what he said, but I did ask that. But yeah, you're the best groupie for sure.
I would definitely agree.
Who would snitch if it meant saving their own skin? I think probably me. I'm an asshole.
You think?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, listen, it depends on a lot of things. Like, it 100% depends on who.
Yeah.
Like, if it was somebody...
I think it depends on who, because I try to cover for people a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I try to, like... I feel like I don't snitch. I feel like I try to... Unless it's my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding.
I think it totally depends on who.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that I'm just like, yes, I'd tell on. Like, yes. But then there's a lot of people that I'm like, no. If I take a bullet for you, that I'm going to, like,
I think it depends on the person for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I know the answer to this one. But I don't know the answer for you. I know this applies to me.
Okay.
Who likes the feeling of pooping a little too much?
You.
I love pooping. It's my favorite time of day.
It's good. It is. Who would you be least surprised to find out is an alien? Let me think. I want to have yeah. I feel like we have a good answer here. I feel like we know some weirdos.
We absolutely know some weirdos.
I can't think of one.
Mm-mm.
Drawing a blank.
I know.
Who are our friends? Do we have any?
For those listeners right now, I'm just looking at Makael with a face that I have no idea. But I should.
Do we know one person?
Who's an alien?
No, just in general. Do we know a person?
I don't know. Who should probably be dead by now? By now.
Okay. I'm going to say you only because I'm like safe on things to a fault.
Yeah, and I put myself in probably crazier situations.
I think like it's like I'm just a safe person, so
right.
I don't think it would be me.
And I'm more of a safe person.
Then again, I eat like garbage, so maybe just by that.
True. But so do I. But also like these days, I think I'm like better than I used to be. But I definitely used to put myself in like
scary,
probably not good situations.
Yeah.
Not that I have a checkered past, because I don't.
A checkered past. Okay, Little House on the Prairie.
A checkered past.
Huh. Who would be most willing to lop? Okay, first of all, the card says lop off. L-O-P, off, which I've never heard.
Is this a British game?
Who would be most willing to lop off their own leg in an effort to survive? So I know what it's asking, like who's going to chop off their own leg, but lop, I've never heard that word.
And it's funny because I went to Wiktionary to cut off as the top or extreme part of anything. Okay, anyway, so what was the question? Lop off what?
Who's going to be the one to do that and in a chance to survive?
Lop off a leg?
Yeah. Do you have a good pain tolerance?
No. I have a very low pain tolerance.
I think mine is like decent. I mean, I've got to know that there's no surviving if this is not, this has got to be my last resort.
I would have to know, and I think I would give up after one slice.
Listen, I have to hype myself up right now to take cough medicine like I'm a child. So I don't know that if I was put in the situation to slice off my leg that I would do it.
Same. I don't think I could.
Okay, so none. Yeah. We just die under this rock.
I'm sorry, I'd rather just take it. If our virginities reset today, who would stay a virgin the longest?
Is both an option? I think me.
Probably you more than
It would
me.
be me, but both. I have a good one. Who would be the first to die if tonight turned into a horror movie? I think you have really good ideas, but if you know what? Honestly, here's a double-edged sword. I think I have good ideas. You could outrun me all day long. All day.
Okay.
So listen.
I'll give you that. It's hard for me to, I don't think I think on my feet very well.
And I do. That's why I'm saying that.
I think
I'm a very quick thinker.
Running.
Yeah.
Which.
Has anything scary ever happened to you like this where you had to like be a quick thinker and like solve something? And that's the reason I think I said myself is because I have been and worked out of it very quickly.
Literally the other day, like it was like so stressful. I was in San Marcos and I was parked downtown and this so I'm parked in the square, and there's cars at a stoplight behind me, but I'm trying to leave.
Yeah.
And I'm getting in my car, and this guy walks up to me, and he asks me to, well, number one, he's like telling me to roll down my window.
Okay.
And I'm like, no. I'm like doing this, and then he's like making like the please arms at me, like praying, like begging, like please. Ew. So I roll it down just like this tiny little bit. I'm like, what? And I shouldn't have even done that. I should have just like looked at him and like kept saying no. And
no, but it's like weird. It's like hard to, like, what do you, someone's right in front of your face.
He was like right there.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have, but I even did. And like, he was like, oh, can I pay you $10 to take me to Pluckers? And I was like, no. And he was like, please, like, seriously?
That's literally what Uber is.
He's like,
you can pay them.
No kidding. You pay him. And he was like, seriously, you won't? And I'm like, no. And he was like, that's all I need. I was like, no. And I'm trying to back up, like, at the light.
Yeah, now they're, like, right there.
And they're honking at me. But I'm like, do you see that there's this creeper at my door? Like, I need him to go away. He finally walked away, but it's like, you should know better than to ask a young woman.
Yeah. Was he young? Or was he, like, older or what?
See, I was telling Bo about it, and he was like, he seemed young. He seemed like a college student, right? But, like, Bo was like, he probably just doesn't understand as a young college student that he can't just ask a woman that.
No.
But also, he should understand that.
Yeah.
Like, he should be taught that. Like, you can't walk to Pluckers. At most, that's a 20-minute walk.
You're
most.
literally
it's down
on the street. But that's funny that, like, the entire concept of what he asked you is
Uber.
What
Maybe
Uber
he didn't
is.
have a phone or something. Go to any of the businesses in the square. There's a lot of them.
And call
ask for
a cab.
Phone. Like,
you're not a cab. You're
a walk.
That's so weird.
It was
so weird.
So anyway.
Ew, I hate these, like, please arms at your window.
Yeah, he kept, like begging me, like, no, please.
Ew.
It was so weird. I'm like,
no.
No. And I'm, like, really desperately trying to back up, and I can't.
And then you just left. What? Did you just leave and he was standing there?
No, he finally walked away.
Okay, bye.
Because I was like, no. Go ask a grown man. Don't ask me. Oh, I hated it.
Ew.
I don't think I handled it well either. I shouldn't have even rolled down my window a tiny bit.
No, I think it's one of those things where it's like, you don't know what, like, I can sit here all day long and be like, Laurel, don't roll down your window to strangers. You don't know until some weirdo is at your window with please arms. You don't know what you're gonna do.
Weird. And he just looked young. But see, this is how everything starts.
Everything starts.
I listen to way too many podcasts about this bullshit.
Listen, Jeffrey Dahmer was once young.
They were all once young. Fucking
Ted Bundy was very young and hot.
Charming.
And that's
the
tea.
The hottest guy from my dreams. But I said no. Just kidding. He was just like, not.
He like was just trying to hit on you, and you're like, get out! And you're like, oh!
No! Anybody who's trying to hit on me by asking me to take them to Pluckers for $10 can fuck right on off.
Get out of here, you couch potato. Go get a flip phone to call an Uber.
Down the fucking street, though. The thing is, like, you can get to Pluckers so fast if you jog a little.
I hate this dude. Brad or Chad? What was the card? Oh, horror movie. It's like, where do we start with this? So you. It's your turn, but really quick because this one's stupid.
Do it.
Who is? I can't even say it. Who is most likely to have a butt plug in right now?
Right now. I mean, I think I'd be more likely to, but I can't say I've ever had the pleasure.
No, you'd be more likely to, but the idea of you coming to my house in like the oversized t-shirt you're in, but with a butt plug.
My little goody brain. Do people walk around with it? I guess.
Furries.
They walk. Furries. Furries. Duh.
No, that's my real answer. I've learned. It's a thing.
Furries walk around with butt plugs?
Yeah, that's their, like, I've heard that. You know, sometimes you see like anime kids and the tail's coming out of their pants.
Yeah.
It's a butt plug.
Okay, so
I don't think always.
I need our listeners to kind of tweet at us. Let us know. I'm just kidding. I don't have Twitter.
I don't have a Twitter. We don't have a podcast. So
okay, but maybe who wouldn't give their seat to a pregnant woman on the bus?
Their seed? What'd she say? She's already got it. What was the question?
Seats on the bus.
What was the question? Who
wouldn't give their seat?
Me.
I would say no. I would say me only because I'm not that observant.
Okay,
I'm like,
take that.
And I prefer to not look at anybody when I'm in public.
I
so
think
she'd probably be standing right next to me being like,
ma'am, my feet hurt. I think we both would if we were aware.
I'm not aware of the people around me.
However, a bitch is tired too.
Truly.
Whose kids will disown them as a parent?
Oh no.
Mine over yours. I don't think either, but I wouldn't say you for that because your parents were like the cool parents. So you're probably going to parent the same.
I would really want to try to be the cool parent. Mm-hmm. But maybe I'd be overbearingly like,
I'm trying to be cool, guys. I'm cool. Yeah. No, I don't think it would be you.
We'll go home and cry after playing this game.
Neither. We're tough bitches.
We're so tough. I'll die first in a horror movie.
Who would you trip if... Oh, wait. Never mind. I'm not even... This is stupid. Who would you trip if we were all being chased by a bear? Disclaimer, there's 2 of us here, so...
Me. Whose appearance screams, I'll blow you for blow? Whose appearance screams, I'll blow you for blow?
You?
I guess.
I'm not skinny enough to be having done coke. It can't be me.
I scream it. Who was a middle school bully? You.
It was not me because I was such a weirdo. You know this.
That is true.
I was such a loser. And it's middle school specifically. I was just the dumbest and the weirdest.
I can imagine you though.
You would think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would think. But no, I was so weird.
I was weird too. So.
I could not have been a bully. I wasn't.
That's so funny.
Was too
weird.
weird.
I wasn't even on the level.
No, couldn't even if I wanted to. I'd be bullying someone. They'd just be like, ew. If it were socially acceptable, who would wear a diaper to avoid walking to the bathroom? Me right now.
Would.
Right now.
Everything
with this cough.
On, I think Makael would do that. You don't know this, but Makael has a thing.
Listen, it's not even a thing. When I cough or sneeze really hard, I pee a little bit. So I'll bring on that diaper.
These are all so weird. They're just getting... I think I'm down to the weird batch. Because I feel like a lot of this is for like...
Here, I've only got this much left, so you can add it to your stack to finish out.
And I think this game is for like...
Groups.
And groups of people that are into freaky shit. Because
they're
like...
groups, and also just like younger people than us. Like we're not, like all this stuff now, like we're not cool enough.
I mean, you're married and I've been in a relationship for 5 years.
We're old now, so none of this stuff applies as much.
Okay, here we go. Who would remarry quickest after their first divorce?
Not me.
Probably me.
Yeah. Because you're a relationship girl.
I am. Unfortunately, I hate to say that, but it's just true.
I'm a relationship girl with EJ only. If I was single again, I would be single for a minute.
Yeah. I do believe that about you.
Unless it was like... listen, I'll say this once, and I've already said it to EJ, so the permission is on the table. If EJ and I were not together right now, I solidly would go find a sugar daddy.
That's a great idea.
100%.
That's a great idea.
I want an old dude that's about to kick it.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say you would 100% experiment with girls. Like, I don't know why I
that
thought
too.
You were about to say that.
That too. But 100%, I've told EJ this. I said, if we were not together right now, I would go find a rich dude that I'd have no feelings for to just take care of me for a little bit.
That's smart.
I would do it. Because I don't think, like, I would not jump into marrying for love again after EJ. Look at his face.
Way too much work.
Look. He knows it's true, though. I've told him that.
His eyes. But she loves you.
That's why. I don't want to try to marry for love again. I'll take some old dude, hand me your estate. And
hand me your estate.
Hand me your estate and get out.
You look so nice. You just look like you're ready to go play some frisbee golf.
Do you agree with our testimonies?
Sit down and listen to a couple of them.
EJ.
Or don't sit, but just listen.
Let's ask EJ too. Yes! We have the same idea at the same time. We have to ask EJ to pick which of us too. Was that your idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was going.
Come here. You gotta put your face in here.
Because you gotta be able to answer.
Okay, EJ. Wait, if you've got one too, you can also ask. I've got one. You go. You go first.
I don't have a good one. It's disgusting. No, because I know the answer already. So, yeah, no.
Okay. Who would make the most friends in hell?
So which one of y'all?
Yes. Disclaimer, EJ knows both of us very well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And none of us are going to take any offense.
No, you could say, let it free flow.
Probably going to have to go with Makael.
I thought he was going to say me.
Wait, can I know why? Tell me why.
Yeah, why?
You have to give an explanation.
Because I think you're just that person that is just own everything.
I'm gonna be the devil.
You're gonna be the devil.
Co-running a bed and breakfast with Satan.
I love that theory. Okay, wait, one more. You have to let her ask you one.
And you already know the answer.
He's trying to run away, disclaimer.
Yeah, don't run away and don't pawn us off with a dog. Whose farts could clear out this room the quickest?
No, not this card, because he's gonna say me.
I don't know. He did live with me for a time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me.
Okay.
Both.
Who would be the worst at covering up a murder?
Yeah, who would be the worst
Who would
at
have a
it?
hard time with that?
We know we'd both be good at
Yeah,
it.
you guys would both be very good at
But
that.
who would be the worst?
I honestly have no idea.
Okay.
Like, that's,
Well, I have another one for
That
you.
one, like, I feel like both of y'all could equally cover up something, like, and no one
And if
would
we
find.
were in
no,
it
no one
together?
would. If you were in it together, you would not be able to find anything.
Real quick, who here has turned a condom inside out and reused it? Me or Laurel?
Laurel.
Yes. Trash. She's trash.
You
This is good. Whose Wikipedia page would be the most disturbing? Bye.
Disturbing.
I mean, neither.
Bye.
It sounded like a good card, but the more I think about it, we're too boring.
Disturbing, yeah. I don't think I have anything disturbing. I mean, if we're talking like they got to know every gruesome detail of my bowel movements, perhaps.
Yeah.
I know.
You are the poop queen.
I love it.
That was the rest of mine.
Okay.
Do you have any other good ones? We should find us a good one
Okay, let's do one last question for the listeners.
for the viewers. Oh, I got a good one.
Okay.
Who could win a drag show? Listen.
we would both sell it though.
Both, because me with makeup and you with lip syncing, you'd kill it.
Right. And the lip syncing is like what I do.
Yeah, you'd kill it.
And like you would destroy, you would slay
The costume and
face.
makeup would be, or we'd be a dynamic. That was a good one to end on.
We did that. We done it. It was good. Question cards.
Thank you for coming to our tea party.
We had some tea. We learned that people who play this game, I guess, are questionable.
We
do
learned
a lot
that
of things
this
that
game
I
was
didn't
geared
know.
towards frat daddies and questionable gals.
Along with Brad. Chad.
Bratty Chad. Well, who knows how to end it? Nobody one time ever knows how to end a podcast.
one time knew how to end a podcast.
So on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.